The mystical union. Christ and God are one. The truth about abundance. Today we record the mystical union that you and I are one. It will not take many words or much time, but, oh dear one, how important this is. For in this moment is the path of humanity made secure, the circle closed, invulnerable. In this moment the pattern is set that all who follow after you will know the inner resurrection, when the human self is lifted in recognition of the Christ within, and the Christ within connected with the God I am in everything. That on this day our separation ends, you have reached the holy union. That all we planned at last is true, that we are one, yet separated just enough to see and love each other. Oh, precious ones, you are truly home. Thus, when you recognize that the Christ within is the same I am in all that seems outside of you, the union comes about. For you remember how I gave to you this pattern earlier, that the moment this occurred, the resurrection was complete. The Christ within lifted up to join the God without, and all I am you are. All I have is yours, and your will is held in tenderness. Gently in the all, yet yours to use to be my will here on earth. And everywhere, for you are never limited to this one occupation, that of showing forth the way of love, that truly light returns to men. And truly now Christ shall have dominion once again on earth at last. Christ, the meeting point of love, where just like you and your twin flame you share the same with me. We are one, yet with two parts, the Christ of you and all of me. And thus you see, beloved one, your will as it lives in mine, that they are not ever separate, but once again they are one will that ever now shall have two parts. O glory, O greatest, greatest joy, that you are my heart. Yet you know yourself, and thus we can relate. That thus can you expand my will. O thus do you grow me, that ever you are in my truth, the truth of love as all there is. Yet in that love, and with that love, you are free to create more love, to create greater love, and to show love to itself. And this last, O beautiful humanity, is the truth of your dominion here and everywhere you are. Dominion means that you as Christ, the point at which I am made manifest, that right here will you show forth the truth to everything around you. Dominion is not and never was to dominate, but to do for creation, to be for creation what you are for me. A way that love can see itself as joined and yet as separate. Separate enough that we can love one another. Oh, can you see it? Can you feel it? How the greatest, the all I am, the everything you are as well, had the need within, the great desire to give the love I am. And so I did create. And thus I ever do, that I may pour forth love upon every imaginable part, every imaginable thing that love can be. And just so did you come forth, my individuated heart, the power of my self-reflection, and you did the same in me. You poured forth life, you made a world of precious life in glorious forms, so you could give them love. Thus fulfilling what your nature is, glorying in the truth of life, and dear ones, pay attention, giving them individuation that they could know themselves as love and reflect it back to you. This is the truth of earth and all the amazing forms of life as the original creation. It was all for you to love, every single bit of it. And pay attention again, it was also made to understand itself as you and reflect it back, just exactly as we chose to do. You as Christ, love manifest, and I. And reflecting to you, creation would then know itself by what it saw in your eyes, or the all-seeing eye of your heart. So the earth and every living thing, which is in all of it, of course, are within you just as you are in me, and yet also separate. Exactly as the twin flames are, and exactly as you are in me, my heart that knows itself. So you now can see what happened as you turned away. The life on earth is attuned to you completely. You are the love that gives it life and the consciousness in which it sees itself. So as you sank and choose duality rather than only love, well, the earth became this too. At least you chose dark and the light, so you still see the beauty of your creation. It is still here, especially in nature. Yet you also see the other choice reflected back around you. So nature is no longer only love, but is now filled with killing, with survival of the fittest, and with myriad reflections of the choices you have made. So yes, those insects that you dislike, the roaches, ticks, mosquitoes, and those on every level that consume another, are the thought forms of humanity made manifest. They are belief in darkness and death as well as life and love, and earth reflects it perfectly. So I shall close with this. I said to you before that I am all abundance, that the lilies of the field do not toil, yet are ever cared for. Today I must amend this by explaining the truth above, for the lilies in the fields you see as duality, beloved, may found drought, poor soil, bad climate. They may be eaten by a cow or trampled by a tractor. These are not the lilies of my field. Mine as the Christ in you. Oh, never, never, precious ones, not ever in creation has there been, before this world, a place with death of any sort of lack or destruction. No, the lilies in the field of Christ, of which beloved Jesus spoke, were original creation. For those dear ones have only life, and life ever more abundant. So now you see the difference. Now you see what we shall see as you look out from our holy union, now alive within you. Not as this world sees will you see. You will see with the eyes of Christ. And then finally, you will understand abundance and what we mean when we now say, I am life. I am abundance. Not a little, not sometime. Abundance as grand as all I am, abundance forever. You are in time, yet a little while, as it will seem a process as the union comes to fruition with your heart and consciousness. Yet while it does, know this, beloved. All I am is now us, and all I am is evermore, because you are within me. And all I am rejoices that the Christ and God are one, forever and forever. Amen.